Hello YouTube, electronic mechanic here. Today I'm working on my 2013 F150. I'm going to be putting drilled and slotted rotors and brake pads on it. This is the kit that I ordered from Rock Auto. They have the best prices on this stuff. This is the Power Stop Evolution Performance Brake Kit. Here's the part number. Now this will work for any 12th gen F150. And there's the part numbers. The rotors are very nice. They're drilled and slotted, and they're coated to be rust resistant. These are the brake pads that I'm putting on. These are the Power Stop Evolution Sport pads. They're a carbon fiber ceramic pad. And the part number for them is right there. Power Stop brake kits, they give you all the parts and pieces. They give you the new rubber boots for the slide pins. And they give you all the anti-rattle clips. And then they give you, of course, your new pads. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to replace these rotors and pads on this. And I'm going to film the process here for you guys that may want to try this at home. Alright. 21 millimeter Milwaukee impact. First things first, got to take this bolt out, and then there's one below it. Wow, talk about stuck. Might as well pop all these little clips out of here because we have brand new ones. And you can pop off these little slide pins because you're going to replace these rubbers anyway. Just kind of twist them and give them a yank. Alright, now we have to take off the caliper brackets. And that's this right here, this big metal bracket. Okay, so we're going to take off this bolt here. And there's a bolt down here, right there. Not too bad. Let's break loose the top one while we're here. Alright. Now if they're broke loose, we can zip them the rest of the way out with the little impact. And this bracket comes off. And that allows you to get the rotor off now. Now I'm probably going to end up painting up this bracket and the caliper if I want to. I think I'm going to. Maybe I'm gonna paint them Ford blue because that's what I did to the back ones. But I'm going to bash this rotor off next. And this can be kind of fun, or it can be a nightmare. So sit that off to the side, and we'll go back over here to this rotor. Now it'd be nice if you could just hit this thing and get it off, but it's not always that easy. You're gonna wanna hit on the mating surface here, but do not hit your lugs. If you hit your lugs and mess them up, it will not be a good day. It will not be a good day for you. So what I like to do, instead of trying to swing a hammer in here and hit just this, is I'll take a hammer and rest it there, and then take another hammer and hit that. Move you back here a little bit so you can see what's going on. So I'll put this hammer here and I'll hit this with another hammer. And that way I don't run the risk of smashing into my lugs. I think I saw it move. Yeah, she's coming loose. There it is. So pop loose. That's all it takes is some nice little taps to free it up. Now I'm in Pennsylvania, so you're gonna see lots of rust. This is only a 5 or 6 year old truck, and it's been well taken care of. I mean, these are the original rotors and brakes when I bought it. But you can see the rust and the corrosion from the salt that they use on the streets around here. All right, we're back at it. So now you can see I put the rotors on, and they just slide on. And I put a lug nut on to hold it in place until I could get this bracket installed. You can see I painted the brackets Ford blue, like I said I was going to. And I did the calipers as well. I wanted to show you these little things. They give you these rubber boots here new with the kit. And you want to actually pull these off and fill them with grease. And put new grease in the slides so that they slide in and out really smooth. And then make sure you put the new rubbers on. And I did that for the top one here as well as the bottom. I am partial to this product. It is AGS Sil Glide brake lubricant. And as you see here, I'm going to install the little slides on this bracket. This is the little slides that they give you on this truck. They fit right in here, and they kind of just push into place, and they're held in by this little clip. So you want to get the inside to sit down and then push on it, and it will it's supposed to latch in there. There you go. Once you get your brake pads in, it'll help hold them in as well. And then there's one that goes on the inside, one that goes on the upper and lower. And this is where you'll add some more lubricant, because that's where the brake pads actually sit. Alright, back at it here. I'm going to take the 21 millimeter, I'm going to tighten up this bracket. And one of my spring clips falls off. Tighten up the top one. And I always come in and check them. Even though that Milwaukee seems to get these things very tight, I still like to check them with an actual bar. Yeah, it's good. I'm gonna put this spring clip up here. Alright, now on these F150s, the brake pads are different, and people mess this up all the time. This brake shoe or brake pad and this brake pad are different. If you can see the difference, one has these little ears on it, these little humps. I call them bunny ears, but really they are reliefs for the pistons. The two pistons push there and there. So this pad always has to go on the inside. So many people screw up and they put this on the outside, and it'll actually hit the caliper and it'll make this brake pad go crooked against the rotor and overheat the rotor. So make sure that the one with the little humps goes on the inside. And take your slide guide lube up these ears really well. Get a good bit on there where they go in. And then what I like to do is take some of this lube and put it on the inside of the caliper where the pistons will rub the brake pad. It'll get rid of some clunkiness and squeakiness and all that noise that your brakes make when you change directions from forward to reverse and all that crap. And I also put some on the back sides of these ears here that come in contact with the other pad, and that just allows the pads to move freely and not bind up and get stuck and everything else. Alright, remember, bunny ears on the inside. Sit your bottom in and swing your top up. And push them in. Go. Yeah, same thing with the outer pad. Be generous with the lube. Stuff's cheap. Well, it's like $6 a tube. That's cheap to me. Some of you guys are like, I don't understand it. You're like cheap asses or something, but you're like, oh, $6 for a tube of lube, blah, blah, blah. You freak out. Well, guess what? You want your brakes to work right? Use the lube. You want them not to work right? Don't use lube. Alright, so now I'm going to take this off the hook here and slide it on. Make sure your things are good. Push these in so they clear. Slides on just like butter. Start your screws, top and bottom. Tighten them up. Alright. Now at this point, you're pretty much done. So, get all your stuff off here. Okay. But, when you look through the wheel, once the wheel's on, I'll show you. I even painted up this center area here of the hub with some gray primer, just to get rid of that rust look. So when you look through the wheel, you're going to see that nice shiny rotor and that blue brake caliper. I didn't spend a lot of time painting that blue. I just, you know, hit it with some primer quick and hit it with some blue paint. The longest amount of time was waiting for it to dry. It's still a little tacky, but whatever. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's brakes. They're going to get dirty and nasty anyway between the next time you're going to have to change them. But when someone walks by in a parking lot, looks through the spokes in your wheel and sees contrast of blue in this beautiful rotor, they're going to go, whoa, this guy takes some time on his stuff. Just an idea. All right, I got the wheel back on. Now here's a shot of the rotors through the wheels, and you can see the blue brake caliper through the wheel. That's really all I was going for with painting them. You can see it, and you can see the rotor up there shining through. That's really all I was going for, is that look. That's it.